Hi, Dennis of Trophy 7 back again, and this time is game 4 of Jeopardy for the Xbox 360. So far, it's a 3-game winning grand total of $33,400. Now, I know it's been a long time. I have 10 and 1 on this game.
Here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. The Devil. USA Today's memorable quote makers. Book learning. #1 hit makers of the 70s.
There we go.
80s music.
Oh!
And you're so subtractive. Player 1, you start us off.
Okay, let's go. USA Today's memorable quote makers for 200.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Okay, player 1.
Where's the... Okay, so that was the time. Who is George Bush? Who is George H. W. Bush? No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Oh, no, I know.
It's player 2.
Yeah, it is one away game.
Okay, let's get back into this. Player 2.
Book
You make the
learning for
next
2.
selection as Her Little Women appeared in 1868. A mere 127 years later, A Long Fatal Love Chase arrived. It's player 1.
Who is Lisa May Alcott?
You're out of the vote. A lot of clues, a lot of categories. Player 1, make a selection.
#1 hit makers of the 70s for 2.
1970. I Think I Love You, the group. Okay, player 1.
I think I love you. The Monkeys.
Sorry.
It's either that or the Turtles.
Anyone else?
Because it cannot be the Partridge Family.
Here's the response we were looking for. The Partridge Family.
Okay, could be them.
Select again.
Go for 400.
1975. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And it's not the Fab Four. Here's what we wanted. Elton John. You get to pick again, player 1.
Let's go for 600.
1975. Jive Talkin'.
Who are the
Player
Bee
1.
Gees?
That's great, you're back into it now. Please pick again, player 1.
#1 hit makers of the 70s.
1976. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty.
Shake, shake, shake.
Player 1.
Shake, shake, shake. Okay. What is the Casey and the Sunshine Band?
Player 1, back to you.
Finish up for 1,000.
1976. Afternoon Delight. Yes, player 3.
Electric Light Orchestra.
Any other takers? Let's hear it, player 1.
think I probably know this. Who is, was it, no, I think it's what is Downland Vocal Band.
That's correct. Player 1, pick again.
USA Today's memorable quote makers 400.
It takes a village to raise a child.
And hopefully that doesn't raise a village idea.
Okay, player 3.
Good one.
You're right.
Actually, was
Player 3,
correct.
make a selection, please, as we continue. People, I just want to say, you know, can we all get along? The correct response is Rodney King.
Okay, Rodney
We
King.
return to you, player 3.
So they had this-
Keep hope alive. Let's hear it, player 3.
Bill Clinton.
Any other takers?
I'm gonna get this.
Yes, player 1.
Keep hope alive, I would say, was the quiz. Barack Obama.
No.
Jesse Jacks.
Anyone else?
It was Jesse Jacks.
Player 2. Player 2, start us.
1,000.
How do we know when irrational exuberance has unduly escalated asset values? Here's the correct response. Alan Greenspan. Player 2, pick again.
Devil 2.
In a Goethe work, this title character is tempted by the devil Mephistopheles. Here's what we wanted, Dr. Faust. Player 2, back to you for our next selection. It's what the devil wears in the title of Lauren Weisberger's fashion industry novel. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is the Devil's Wear Prada?
That's correct. Player 1, make a selection, please, as we continue.
80s music 2.
The Great Kin Band was singing our song, crooning, "Our love's in this, baby." Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Jeopardy?
You got it. We return
80s
to you,
music
player
4.
1. In 1984, his Let's Go Crazy said, "We are gathered here today to get through this thing called life." It's player 1.
It was Prince.
Yeah, correct.
I still got that
Player
song.
1, choose again.
600.
She told us, "Love is a battlefield," and in 1980 went to number 9 with "Hit Me With Your Best Shot."
Who is
Okay,
Pat
player 1.
Benatar?
That's right, way to go. Player 1, back
800.
to you. In 1981, Sheena Easton sang, "My baby takes the this. He works from 9 till 5, and then he takes another home again." It's player 1.
It takes the morning train.
Yep.
Wow.
Player 1,
Finish
back
up
to you.
4,000.
Well, I talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Lips ain't asked. Won't you take me to here?
What is Funky
player
Town?
Yeah, you're right.
Perfect streak on that one.
We return to
Let's
you,
go
player
Yoso
1.
subtractive 2.
It's 237 minus 113. Yes, player 1.
What is 124?
Yeah, you're right.
Yoso subtractive
Player 1.
400.
Pick again. 117 minus 47 minus 10 equals this. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is 60? Yoso
Player 1.
subtractive
Pick again.
6.
99 minus 55 minus 33 minus 11. equals this. Okay, player one.
What is now the gosh darn thing? Equals 2. What is 0?
Player one. Pick again.
Oh.
Answer. It's the Daily Double.
You know what?
You are in the lead right now. So, what's your wager?
We're gonna make this as a true daily double.
Answer this. 1127 minus 121 minus 116 equals this.
Okay, what is 890?
That puts you even further ahead. Player one, you pick again,
Here's the
please.
subtractive 1,000.
From the Latin for diminish, it's the term for a number from which another number is subtracted. Let's hear it, player one.
What is difference?
Sorry. That's wrong. Anyone
I
else?
still got the lead. That was going to be 2 swept categories. Oh well.
We're talking about the minuend.
Minuend, that's right.
We return to you, player one.
Book learning for 4.
In addition to 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, he wrote an 1887 story on the Civil War, North against South. It's player one.
Who is Drew Fern?
That is correct.
Book learning for
Player one, back to you.
600.
All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. In a 1945 book by this author. Okay, player one.
Who is George Orwell?
That's correct. Player one, choose again.
Book learning 8.
In 1840, he hit a bumpo in the road and penned The Pathfinder. It's player one.
Who is James Fenimore Cooper?
Please pick again, player
Book
one.
learning 1,000.
In 1863, this Russian wrote The Cossacks, a short novel based on his travels with the army. Yes, player one.
Okay. Who is Fyodor Dostoevsky?
No, that's not.
I know it's
Any other
torn
takers?
between him or Leo Tolstoy.
It's player three. Sorry.
It's Tolstoy.
Any other takers?
Oh well.
Let's hear it, player two.
Tolstoy. Yeah. Kind of figured that one.
Player two, you start. In the Bible, Jesus is tempted by the devil after this many days in the wilderness. Okay, player two. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? We're talking about 40. We return to you, player two. Ambrose Bierce penned this sardonic reference work in 1906. Here's what we wanted, the Devil's Dictionary. And here's the $1,000 clue. The screw tape letters from a senior devil to an underdevil are by this man better known for children's books. Okay, player three. That's correct. Player three, you're going first in Double Jeopardy. We'll start that round right after this question. And we have 2 daily doubles awaiting you in these categories. A side of Kevin bacon. Seeing red. Colleges and universities. U.S. city history. Astronomy. And attorneys general. Player 3, where do we start? Kevin had to go to space camp before playing the role of Jack Swigert in this film. Player 1?
I think this is going to be a good one. It's Apollo 13. Apollo 13. That was a good movie, too.
Player 1, you start.
Okay, so I have Kevin Bacon 8.
Kevin had a cup of coffee in this 1982 Barry Levinson ensemble piece with chums Mickey Rourke, Paul Reiser, and Tim Daly. Player 2. Any other takers? Player 1?
It's 1982. What is Diner?
Yes.
Can be the remix. That's Dustin Hoffman. So I have Kevin Bacon 12.
Holy triskaidekaphobia. Special effects guru Tom Savini had an arrow shoved through Kevin's throat in this 1980 flick.
Holy
Yes, player 1?
Oh, it's Friday the 13th. Triskaidekaphobia is a fear of the 13th.
Please pick again, player 1. Kevin could handle the truth as Captain Jack Ross in this 1992 legal drama written by Aaron Sorkin. Here's the correct response. A Few Good Men. Player 1, back to you for our next selection.
Finish up 2000.
Kevin played Ensign Pulver in the TV remake of this 1955 movie.
I was going to say Armageddon, and I will be wrong.
Here's the correct response. Mr. Roberts. Player 1, back to you.
U.S. City History 4.
This Missouri city wasn't named for Scott or Janice, but for the Reverend Harris G., an early settler there. It's player 1.
What is Joplin?
Right you are.
U.S.
We
City
return to
History
you, player 1.
8.
2 months before the Declaration of Independence, the Rhode Island Independence Act was signed in this city.
What is...
Yes, player 1.
Providence.
Yeah!
U.S. City History
Please
for
pick again,
1200.
player 1. It was Arizona's territorial capital from 1867 to 1877, and a university was founded there in 1885. Yes, player 1.
See, the Tucson Phoenix. And I believe that was Tucson was first.
Yeah! Right you are. Please pick again, player 1.
U.S. City History 1600. That's one.
Yeah. One of the daily doubles. You are in first place. So, what's your wager?
Let's try 3,400.
Here is your daily double clue. Indianapolis was laid out in a wheel pattern inspired by this other major city some 500 miles away.
I'm going to say, what is Chicago? It's Washington, D.C.
Here's the response we were looking for. Washington, D.C.
I should have known because I was only 500 miles.
We
That's
return
okay.
to you, player 1. Here's Jimmy from our clue crew
2000.
with the clue.
It was uninhabited when it was chosen as a territorial capital in 1836 and named for a president who died that year.
Okay, player 2.
Madison, Wisconsin.
Player 2, you're in command of the board.
Attorney
We
General
continue, right?
for-
Robert Jackson served as prosecutor in the Nuremberg trials after serving as this president's attorney general. Here's the correct response. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Select again. She was Bill Clinton's third choice for Attorney General. The first two were withdrawn.
She was.
Player 2.
Man, run, oh
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? We're talking about Janet Reno.
boy. That was the Attorney General.
Please
Janet
pick again,
Reno.
player 2. The 1988 resignation of this president's Attorney General, Ed Meese, coincided with a report that Meese had probably violated the criminal law. Let's hear it, player 2.
George
Sorry.
H.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's player 1.
Again, who is Ronald Reagan?
That's right, way to go. Player 1, you're in command of the board as we continue
Attorneys General of 1600.
In the 1840s, Nathan Clifford served for this president and negotiated the treaty that made California part of the United States.
Ooh, 1840. I think it's Roy T. Harding.
It's player 3. Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Okay, player 1.
I'm gonna say who is James K. Polk.
That's correct.
Wow.
Player 1, back to you for our next selection.
2000, please.
During Watergate, he quit as Nixon's Attorney General. Later, he served as Commerce Secretary.
It was during the Watergate scandal that actually let go of
Player
President
3?
Nixon.
No.
And it's now John Mitchell.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player 2. Good for you.
It was Elliot Richardson.
Player 2, start us.
Astronomy 4.
In 1979, these were discovered around Jupiter. Saturn has them too.
What are wings?
Yes, player 1? Right you are. Where do we begin, player 1?
Astronomy 3.
The Milky Way is classified as this type of galaxy from the way its arms sweep around. Let's hear it, player 1.
What's a spiral?
Good for you. You get to pick again, player
Astronomy
1.
1200.
This name for radio sources that are among the brightest and most distant objects in the universe was coined in 1964. It's player 1.
What is quasar?
Select again.
1600.
A list of this planet's moons, including Oberon and Titania, reads like a who's who of Shakespeare.
I was gonna say Jupiter.
We're talking about Uranus.
Don't you talk about
Player
my
one, choose
my
again.
anus. Oh. Didn't sound right. 2000.
You can have a roaring good time watching this meteor shower that put on an historic show in 1833. Player 1?
Leonoids.
Good for you. Please pick again, player 1.
I'm seeing red for 400.
From the color of a penny, this term for something trivial often follows the words, not worth a... Player 1?
It's not worth a red cent. No, it could be a red egg. Yeah, what's red cent?
Yes.
Not red egg. I knew it.
Player 1, back to you.
See red egg.
The website of this brand of candy, similar to Twizzlers, said it's a favorite of Tom Hanks and Brad Pitt? It's player one.
What is Red Vines?
Good for you. Player one. back to
Seen
you.
Red 1200.
In 1991, this Texan and his firefighting team extinguished more than 100 oil well fires in Kuwait.
This is in 1991.
It's player one.
If I coin the phrase, who are the Red Volley? That's it.
Anyone else?
Oh, it's still gonna come in like for $20,400.
It's player two.
Red Adair.
Player two, you start.
Seen Red 16.
She brushed up her Shakespeare in 2011, starring in one film by the bard, Coriolanus, and one film about him, Anonymous. It's player three.
Who is Vanessa Redgrave?
You're right.
Yep.
Player three, start us. The Molly Pitcher Inn is a delightful waterfront hotel in this New Jersey town.
I'd just say Red Rock.
Here's what we were looking for. Red Bank.
Red Bank. Okay.
You again, player three.
Here we go.
The 735-acre campus of this Baptist school is on the banks of the Brazos River in Waco, Texas.
Now it's the site of the... Not far from the site of the accident.
Here's the correct response. Baylor.
Baylor, that's right.
Player three, you pick again,
College
please.
and university say.
One of the most popular organizations at this state university in Louisiana is the Tiger Marching Band, founded in 1926.
So
Yes, player one. See the two-lane only Louisiana State. I was gonna say, what is Tulane? Oh, that's incorrect.
Yeah, I think it
Anyone
is
else want to hazard a
Louisiana
guess on
State.
this? It's player two. Good for you. Player two, you start.
And that's the final daily double.
So, the second daily double. You're in second place, so what is your wager going to
1700 is
be?
gonna
You need
wager.
to select your answer. This college was intended to be the first college within the University of Dublin, but it's still the only one. Good for you.
She got it.
Player two, back to you.
1600.
Charles, not Sonny, was the benefactor of this Medford, Massachusetts university. Here's what we were looking for. Tufts. And the $2,000 clue? Beloit College in this state was founded in 1846, while that state was still a territory. Here's what we were looking for. Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, okay.
Sorry, player three. Your score is not on the positive side, so you will not be joining us for Final Jeopardy.
Well, he gets 1,000.
This is the Final Jeopardy capture. Landmarks. Please enter your wager. Let's take a look at that Final Jeopardy clue right now. The landmark site known to the Lakota as Six Grandfathers was renamed this after a prominent lawyer.
I rated 1,400. I should have rated more. I know it.
What did you put as your response?
No, that's not it.
And that will set you back.
By 2,800.
Let's see your response.
Mount Rushmore.
And that correct response will add
Knew that one. $21,000.
Champion player won.
Ew, the highest in the 360 score.
So long.
$21,000. Wow. Not bad. Given a full game total of $54,400. How long can I hold that ring in the championship status? You may know, but you may not know. But thank you so much for Jeopardy. Coming up next, I'm going to do another one, but this time it is my next games one of, as a long-attended one of Wheel of Fortune for the Wii. And we're going to be in Game 38. See you all there for that one.